Welcome to Around the House, sponsored by Romac Building Supply. I'm your host, Don Magruder. If you like today's show, please go to aroundthehouse.tv to sign up for our YouTube channel and our weekly newsletter. In this segment of Around the House, Greg Clarkson, the owner of Clarkson Concepts Incorporated, is joining us to discuss the hottest trends in the Orlando metro market. Whether you're building a new home or remodel, there's a lot to consider, but the trends are very important. There's a lot of changes going on in the building design market, and Greg Clarkson's one of the experts when it comes to new trends and what the people in the market are wanting. So with that, I'd like to introduce Greg Clarkson. He's the owner of Clarkson Concepts right out of Orlando, Florida. Good afternoon, Greg. How are you doing today?
Don, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for inviting me out to do this, and I'm looking very forward to talk about what's going on in the building industry today.
Well, I must admit, I went to your parade of homes, and I was blown away. We're going to show some pictures a little later, but wow, you really hit the nail on the head. But before we get started, Greg, tell us a little bit about yourself and Clarkson Concepts.
Well, Clarkson Concepts has been in business since 2005. We started out in remodeling, and then we've transitioned into new homes, and today we're pretty much primarily a custom home builder in the Orlando area, and then what I would call comprehensive remodeler. We're not going out and doing bathrooms or kitchens. We're doing whole house remodels, and then really our main focus is custom home building in the Orlando area today.
And to be honest with you, Greg, that big remodel project is becoming more popular because, quite frankly, price of housing with the prices going up, people are choosing to buy older homes and completely redoing them, aren't they?
It is, and then also Orlando is starting to get a little age to it as well.
Yep.
It's still what I would call a new city, and so you're starting to get these 70s and 80s homes, especially the 80 homes. I mean, they were so poorly designed and decorated that they need those extensive remodels today.
Greg, what areas do you build and remodel in?
Don, I mean, we're really pretty focused on our customer service. And so what we find is we want to stay in like a little 15-minute radius. If I put a dot where I'm at and I can draw a 15-minute radius, that's pretty much the Winter Park, Maitland, downtown Orlando area. And we really try super hard to stay in that area.
So you're in the hip side of town.
I am in the hip side of town, fair enough.
If someone heard anything on today's show that they may have a question about, how can you be reached?
Don, we've got several ways to be reached. The easiest way is call me on my cell phone, 407-929-0755. You can email me at Greg, that's Greg, at Clarkson Concepts. You can also go to our website, clarksonconcepts.com, and we're also on Facebook and Twitter.
How do you describe your primary customer?
How do I describe my primary customer? That's a great question. I've thought about this a lot. I feel like we are positioning ourselves, and I wouldn't say like I'm the super crazy custom home builder. I like to be that niche right about it. The person that doesn't want to live in the standard spec big builder box neighborhoods. They want the custom home experience, but they also don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it. And I think we've positioned ourselves in there to capture all of that business.
Well, one thing I noticed in the homes that I've toured of yours, it's a uniqueness. Beautiful homes, but very unique. And so if someone's looking for a home that's not like their neighbors,
right?
You're that builder, I suppose.
We are that builder. And again, that's they don't want that big builder box neighborhood, but they also don't want to spend $2-3 million to build or $1 million to build. But they want nice homes. They want the nice features, and they want it to be their home.
Greg, what type of trends are you seeing in building and remodeling in the Orlando metro area?
Trends have really kind of been stable the last few years. I mean, exterior-wise, you're seeing a lot of like farmhouse moderns coming into play, but we're still seeing a lot of contemporary and modern homes being built. Nice, clean, simple lines on the exterior. Interior, we're going to a lot of like mixed metals and textured finishes. Mixed metals, you could be doing black, or you could be doing mixing chrome, or even the brass or gold, that. And then also a lot of the textured walls, like in the two parade homes, we have quite a bit of that, using tile or wood or stone to do some interior features.
Let's quickly go through the process. If someone were interested in building a custom home, I guess the first thing they're going to do is call you at what number?
407-929-0755. And that is the first step, is calling me.
And from there, what happens?
There's really two paths that they go down. One is if they have a lot or they don't have a lot. If they have a lot and they have plans, the process is very simple. They call me. We're going to sit down for several hours, have what I would figure out just a concept meeting, understanding what they want, windows and appliances and doors and flooring and all of that. So then I can put together a budget. And if the budget and all of that works, then we would go to contract. We would finish up everything to go to permitting and then get permits and start building. If they have a lot and no plans, we also are very available to them. We have 2 architects, local architects we work with. We can take them through that whole process. And then if they don't have a lot with us, then we can also help them with that lot. We have several people that are chasing lots in the area, and we can help them find that lot. If we don't have the exact lot today, we'd probably have it within 60 days.
I know you mentioned the budget first off. And quite frankly, a lot of people don't have a concept of what things cost, especially if we have some escalating prices in the market. Setting that budget seems to be, and setting that budget and the expectations are important deals, isn't it?
I think the first phone call, that's the biggest thing, is setting the expectation. And that first phone call, I ask very real questions. I want to know, what is your budget? Do you want, what house do you want? Do you want a 3,000 square foot house and you have a $250,000 budget? I mean, that's unrealistic today. And so I think it's very important to find that out and set those expectations from day one.
Okay, let's talk about your parade homes, because
Sure.
I actually went to both homes and they're just apps. I don't know if I've ever seen a parade home prettier than yours. You've got one at 1875 Grinnell, and the balcony is just beautiful. Talk about the balcony. And I saw the balcony and I saw some the bonus room, and I love the cabana. But talk to me about 1875 Grinnell and what do you think stands out among that house?
Well, I think at 1875 Grinnell, again, that balcony, one of the things that people are wanting is they want that open concept today, and they want that indoor-outdoor living. And for instance, that balcony expands the house. It's not square footage in the house, but it definitely expands that whole square footage. It comes off the 2 children's bedroom. So it's just another great space for, like, as they grow, they can go out there with their friends and not be downstairs causing trouble and stuff like that. And then again, like, that kitchen is one of my favorite kitchens in all of our that we've done. And again, the concept of both houses is that open floor plan where we're bringing the inside and the outside together.
What I like is you got that kitchen, that social area, and then you have that balcony and then the pool and cabana. If that home is not made for entertaining, I just don't know if there's a home could be made for entertainment.
Both of those homes are made, yes, and both of them exactly. That's a great, and that is one of the things we're focused on, is bringing that. People want to entertain today, and they want to bring the outside and the inside together, and we focused hard on that.
But the other thing I like about those houses, they're in older neighborhoods. They're it's established neighborhoods, and it feels like home.
It does. It does. Winter Park's a great place to build and live at today, and that's where a lot of our work is, and it's a wonderful town to live in.
Let's talk a little bit about 1865 Grinnell, your other one. First off, I'm blown away with the entryway. My goodness, the entryway is just class and sophistication. If it were not for the modern lines and the beautiful things you did with the new materials, it's almost like the entryway you'd see in Old South almost.
And there's not a lot of difference. If you look at like the traditional homes and you look at what contemporary homes are today, all we're doing for the most part is taking all of the roundness out and creating more clean lines. We're taking a lot of just the details off the house and just simplifying it. And to me, that's really what we're doing as contemporary builders, is just removing a lot of just the window, the stuff around the windows and the arches and things like that. So yeah, you're right. There's not a lot of difference between them.
Tell me about that two garage concept. I love that.
Well, it just turned out, in Winter Park, we've got lot restrictions. We don't have these big giant lots where we can stretch houses out left and right. We're more north to south. And a 3-car garage in Winter Park has a lot of value. And so that was the way that we were able to obtain it, was just put that single-car garage out in front of the 2-car garage so we could maximize the space.
I know a lot of guys who have show cars. I could imagine someone with a show car buying that house and putting that show car in that garage, especially with the glass door.
It's exactly the feeling that I have. I could see that guy putting his nice car in there, and it's he knows nobody's going to pull in next to it. Somebody's not going to come home and open the car door and accidentally bump it, or a shovel's not going to fall on it. He can put that car in there, and nothing's going to happen to it.
The other thing, if there's any woman that walks in that house and goes to that closet, they're going to buy it. I've never seen a closet that beautiful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. We work hard on all that. We build all of that stuff in-house.
But I also saw that you did the same thing from the other house at 1865 Grinnell. You made that outdoor living space special. Is that a theme of yours, Greg?
It is a theme, and I think that's one of the big trends today. Is those people, younger people that are buying our houses, they want their living room to extend to the outside. So we're using big sliding doors. We're using 10-foot sliding doors, and that is very important, that space outside.
I also see that you've incorporated an office, or what used to be called back in the day a parlor room. Not just a bedroom, but some place to do activities. It seems like one of the trends is what you said. People want to be more social. They're wanting to do more in their homes, like have office.
Right.
Are you seeing that with a lot of your clients?
I think everybody wants, I don't like to call it an office space. I think that there's lots of uses for that space. For instance, one of the things that we're big at doing is having a full bathroom attached to it, so it can have, it's more multifunction. People want more multifunction in their stuff today, and by putting that full bathroom there, it could be an ensuite for aging parents, it could be a guest bedroom, it could become just a sitting room, it could be the office very easily. It allows them their imagination can run wild what they can use that space for today.
And it is amazing how much the Orlando market is appreciating. It seems like with all the innovation and technology, the new medical centers and stuff in Orlando, that Orlando market, I may be wrong, I think it's going to be probably the most recession-proof market in America. It just seems like it's just a wonderful market to be in.
I hope it's the most recession-proof. I like those words. We keep on going the way we're going. That would be great. But I mean, the Orlando area is one of the largest growing areas, metropolitan areas in the United States today. There's plenty of people coming in. It's not just Disney jobs. I mean, Disney jobs have managers, and Disney creates other jobs. So it's not just, a lot of people read that it's just a lot of more low entry level jobs, and it's not. There's a lot of good management jobs coming to town, and they're finding their way. So it is a great place to do what I do today.
Well, I think the biggest thing, especially in your area, is the medical technology in the hospital. There's a huge metro center for medical development there that's happening, and it's just amazing. Well, Greg Clarkson from Clarkson Concepts, thank you for being our guest and showing these beautiful homes. They're absolutely wonderful.
Well, Don, again, I appreciate you letting me on and talking about what we do, and look forward to seeing it.
Thank you for watching Around the House today, and be sure to catch Around the House at aroundthehouse.tv, where you can sign up for our YouTube channel and our weekly newsletter. Be sure to also catch Around the House, the column, weekly in the Daily Commercial. Until next time, we will see you around the house.